Greetings and welcome to the Savannah Civic Center. My name is Keenan Hall, Program Coordinator for the city's Human Services Department and the Savannah Youth Council. But before we get started with today's ceremony, I would like to take this time to cover housekeeping. So please listen carefully. Following the Safer Savannah guidelines, we ask that you and your family do not congregate in the lobby. Please stay in your assigned seating area. If you are here to support a guest, please find out where that youth council member section is, and we ask that you stay in that area for the remaining of the ceremony. Please reserve picture taking for the presentation of graduation certificates. Each SYC member will have a photo opportunity in the middle of the stage. When their name is called, one family member is welcome to come down front for 2 minutes to take pictures. When the next youth council member is called, please take your seat so the family can take pictures of the next youth council member. To-go boxes of light refreshments have been prepared for the graduate and their parents at the end of the program. As we know, pictures can capture priceless moments, and we would like for you to capture every moment of this SYC graduation ceremony. However, due to Safer Savannah guidelines, we ask that pictures be taken at the designated station located on a patio facing Oglethorpe Street, which is directly behind here. We will have a picture station set up for you to take pictures. We ask that you do not congregate in the lobby. Also, we are asking that you must keep your mask on at all times during the ceremony. Finally, parents, you will receive a post-program survey at the end of this ceremony, and we ask that you please complete the survey to help us serve the community better. Ladies and gentlemen, right now I would like to introduce to you Savannah Youth Council, Class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege and honor to introduce you to SYC President Nevaeh Gatson.
Good afternoon. My name is Nevaeh Gatson, and I am the president of the 2019-2020 Savannah Youth Council. I would like to welcome our parents, family members, friends, and city staff to our graduation ceremony today. We will now have the Pledge of Allegiance led by our SYC parliamentarian, Jocelyn Jones.
Good evening. Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
Thank you, Jocelyn. We would now like to take a moment and recognize the SYC staff and program presenters. I will be joined by Kennedy Reed, SYC Vice President, to express our appreciation.
Thank you, Nevaeh. Each month, SYC meetings were informative sessions that taught us about our city. We learned what city government does with its citizens. We learned what neighborhood revitalization was, economic development, city infrastructure, and so much more. Even amidst the coronavirus pandemic and sheltering in place, we conducted a virtual meeting that included videos from the city's YouTube channel and special assignment from the Director of Savannah Economic Development Authority, also known as CEDA. On behalf of our SYC class, we would like to thank each of our session presenters. Your contribution made our year a success.
Speaking of our monthly meetings, the SYC class would like to extend our sincerest thanks and appreciation to our dedicated advisory team. We know you all got up early, stayed up late, and put in many hours to plan our meetings. So to each of you, our advisors, Ms. Kayla Malley, Ms. Willie Mae Knight, Ms. Katidra Ortiz, Mr. Philip Kalagi-Tonez, and Mr. Chandler Crawford, our program coordinator, Mr. Keenan Hall, and especially our co-founder, Mayor Van Johnson II. We say thank you for all the time and preparation to make our year memorable. Parents and SYC class members, please join me in giving our advisory team a round of applause. Now we will hear from SYC member Leroy Spann IV, who will share reflections on his SYC experience.
Good evening. I am Leroy Spann IV, a rising ninth grade, a 13-year-old African-American boy that has had the pleasure of serving as a member of the Savannah Youth Council. The Savannah Youth Council is a citywide government organization that gives 8th graders a chance to learn firsthand about the government, how to become active members in your community, to get involved and work with the local government, but most importantly, how to become an upstanding citizen. I've had many experiences while proudly serving as a youth councilman. Some of my experiences are attending community meetings, visiting the Georgia State Capitol, and attending a Senate meeting, and listening to the needs of others, with views on how to make my hometown, Savannah, Georgia, a better place for all citizens. Community meetings are designed to get the community involved more effectively. They are a way for citizens to have a voice in their neighborhoods. The meetings give officials, the citizens, a chance to meet and discuss issues and possible changes. A community meeting is a neutral place to address the concerns of citizens with good feedback. But most importantly, a community meeting is a voice of those that truly care about where they live. As a youth council member, I also had the chance to travel beyond community meetings and get a first-hand look at how those meetings can move forward to the next step. The visit to the Georgia State Capitol was first, just a road trip to Atlanta. I was excited because I love visiting Atlanta. I had no idea where we were going to the Capitol, even though I lived in Atlanta for many years. I never visited the Capitol. I wasn't even aware that a day was set aside for Savannah called Savannah Chapter Day at the Capitol. The best part of the trip for me wasn't going to the CNN building. It was seeing firsthand an actual Senate hearing. Although it was a lot of banging and a little loud, I couldn't really hear everybody or everything said. I was surprised by the setup about how the meeting was carried. There were many flags from different places, and all the groups of people from different places and race to gather together. And with all of this, one of the things I heard was discussed about Savannah schools. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I heard everything, but the fact that they were talking about my school district showed me that this is one of the places where discussed about my education. So, conversation in a community meeting leads to this. My mind said, what else is discussed here in this room of many flags, attending different events like the Canal District Planning, the City Manager Office, the Police Department, and seeing how my small city keeps going in the middle of a pandemic has opened my eyes to a world that I want to be a part of. From the mayor to the sanitation department, everyone worked hard to make sure Savannah stayed safe and clean and ran smoothly. As a teenager, I pledged to take all I've seen and learn and build on that to be positive force in my community, to be a voice for others my age, to promote change, and to help the city move forward. I volunteer under the guidance of the Youth Council, so I know what giving back is. I've attended what I know now is important meetings, and I have a taste of sitting here, so I plan on taking all these things and moving forward to continue to learn and grow into the best citizen I can be. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to turn the program over to Mayor Van Johnson II for remarks and the presentation of graduation certificates.
Before Mayor Johnson approaches the podium, we would like to do one more thing. If you would join us at the podium with the officers as well. Thank you. On behalf of the SYC class of 2019-2020, in the Department of Human Services, we would like to recognize our own Mayor Van R. Johnson II. Mayor Johnson has dedicated much of his personal and professional time to the growth and development of our community's youth. As co-founder of the Savannah Youth Council, he, along with former Mayor Otis S. Johnson, began a journey to engage middle school students in a program that not only exposed them, but immerse them in the role and functions of local, state, and federal government in ways no other program had ever done. He has touched the lives of many Savannah's youth who have gone on to do incredible things and impact the communities where they live, and if you ever stop and ask them about their success, you will hear the name of Van Johnson weaved in there somewhere. Mayor Johnson served the city of Savannah as alderman for 16 years, and in the midst of his professional and political achievements, numerous accolades, travels, and his 24/7 on-call persona, he has always had an undying commitment to Savannah's youth, and especially the Savannah Youth Council. So at this time, we would like to present you with a plaque. Social distancing, showing staff. So in recognition of all of that, we would like to present you with this plaque that reads, Savannah Youth Council, congratulations and best wishes, Mayor Van Johnson II, 67th Mayor of Savannah, Georgia, a sincere thank you for 16 years of dedicated leadership to the Savannah Youth Council. Our future is brighter because of you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and good evening. Good evening. The significance of this day cannot be overstated. This is the first event in the Savannah Civic Center in well over 117 days. As a matter of fact, this building remains closed. But this program and these young people are important enough to us that we wanted to make sure we did what we could to give them their day. Let's give them a big round of applause for that. They special, so we treat them special. So I don't know if the stuff was flying out of the air or what that might have been, cobwebs, but whatever it was, we're glad to be back in this place. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge my phenomenal colleagues on the Savannah City Council, District 2 Alderman Dietrich Leggett, the Alderwoman for District 3, Linda Wilder Bryan, and the Alderman for District 4 and also Vice Chairman of Council, Nick Palumbo. And particularly to Mr. Hall, let's give Mr. Hall a big round of applause, and the advisors, Ms. Malloy, Ms. Knight, Mr. Calatonis, Mr. Crawford, and Ms. Ortiz, and Ms. Margaret Williams is here as well. Thank you all so much to President Gadsden and all of our wonderful officers and our parents. We thank you again for this marvelous opportunity. It's been 17 years. We're in our 17th year. And that's before these young people were born. We started the Savannah Youth Council to give young people an opportunity to learn about their community. Because we thought if they learned about their community, they would love their community. And that once they grew up, even if they left their community for school, that they would come back to serve their community. So now we have several hundred graduates, our Savannah Youth Council members, some of them are approaching 30 years old. So to tell you how a program has been able to grow, and we continue to be a national best practice for youth engagement and development from the governmental standpoint. We have to teach our young people that government is still cool. And we spend $400+ million a year on your Savannah City government. And we have over 2,400 professionals that work 24 hours a day to make sure that things happen, things that you don't even recognize happen. But that's a part of your benefit of being a resident in our city. So we hope that they've been able to learn something. Now, admittedly, the elephant in the room is, and I apologize to you all because this has been a jacked up year. I mean, I don't know other way to say it. I mean, you're talking, and this is really, the time you really talk about all the great time you had, but you didn't even get the whole benefit of a year. And I apologize for that. The first rule of growing up is sometimes stuff happens you just can't control. Everybody shake their head, say yes. Say yes. Stuff happens you just can't control. We would not have thought 117 days ago that we would have been in a worldwide pandemic. We would not have thought that when you said goodbye for the spring break, that would have been bye for the entire year. We didn't recognize that you would not have the benefit of being the big dogs in 8th grade. I mean, you worked hard to be the big dogs in 8th grade. That means something. People mess with you in the 6th grade and the 7th grade, but you're the 8th grade. You were supposed to run your school, and Corona robbed you of your ability to be the big dogs in your school. And it robbed you somewhat of the opportunity of really being able to do some of the things that the Savannah Youth Council is able to do. However, life happens. Secondly, you do the best you can. You just find a way. to make the best of a bad situation. And so that's what we did. We did digital stuff. We found ways to encourage you and enlighten you. And I'm gonna get with Mr. Hall. We're gonna find out a way that when this is all over, we gotta bring y'all back for a party or something where y'all could just be close. It's just not today. But we'll figure out a way. You know, if y'all not too busy for us in 9th grade, if you can come back and check us out, we'll have to figure out a way to celebrate you because you deserve it. So stuff happens. You make the best you can. But for us, this is also an opportunity to help to prepare you for the future. And we don't know what that future means. We don't know what the next school year is going to look like. We just don't know. So then you rely on a North Star. You figure out where your North Star is that gives you peace, that gives you comfort, that says, you know what, we're going to be okay. You know what, I'm confident that we're going to be okay. There's a lot of things you don't understand, believe it or not. For us grown folks, if we were honest about it, there's a bunch of stuff we don't understand either. We don't know what this all means, but we live life day by day, and sometimes when day by day is too long, we just go moment by moment. And sometimes it's just second by second. If I can get through this second, I'll get through to the next second. But then you have to always remember that no matter what you go through, you don't go through it alone. Because I know you can't see them, because I can't see them, but there are people out there. Take a look. Look right quick. Put your hands over your head. Look. Can you see them? Y'all wave back at them. There are people that got your back. You may not always see them, but yet they're always there. And that's what we do here at the City of Savannah. You may not always see us, but you better believe we're always going to be there. Because you're a part of our family. You're a part of our team. You're a part of our squad. And since you're a part of our squad, you just can't leave the squad. I mean, you might be going to 9th grade, but you're still part of our squad. And so you will have people, not only the folks on your home team and the folks with your City of Savannah team, but folks who will be thinking about you, praying for you, and will always be there if you ever need us. Because we're hoping one day you come back and you take our jobs. Yeah. Because we need somebody to pay our Social Security, and we're hoping it's you. Everybody shake their head, say yes. Say yes. Good. So we're excited about what this day means, and I'll tell you this, and then I'll be seated. We are in a pandemic, and you all are members of the Savannah Youth Council. So you are governmental agents of the City of Savannah. This morning I implemented a mandatory mask order for this city to help keep us safe during these times. Between last night and today, we had 211 new COVID infections in our city. And we see that the number is getting lower and lower in terms of the people being infected. It's young people being infected. And it's not much of an issue for you because you're healthy, you're invincible, you do all these wonderful things. The problem is that when you're out living your best life, then you end up going home to people you say you care about. And if you don't take care of them, you run the risk of messing them up. And we care about them, don't we? Yes? All right, so we're going to wear a mask in this community for a while until our numbers go down. You have some really nice masks. Those are some nice masks. It says Savannah Youth Council on it. We want you to wear them when you're out. And we want you to make sure your family has them. And if your family doesn't have masks and they need masks, we'll give you the hookup because you're part of the SYC. Because we want you to be safe. We need you to be safe. What y'all doing? I'm missing something? I mean, everybody just dropped something at one time. Okay, I don't know. I'm thinking they're gonna run me off the stage, so, or they're just telling me it's time for me to shut up and move on, so I will do that. But again, we are appreciative of you. We thank you for bearing with us this year. We're wishing the best for you. You will always be in Team Savannah. You will always be a Savannah Youth Council graduate. And so we're excited about what the 9th grade means for you. Go to the 9th grade and make it happen. Whatever form, if it's teleschool or in school or virtual school or home school, make it happen. Act like you have some sense, right? Right? Because every day you go out, you're still representing us. And you're what? Savannah Youth Council. You're what? You don't sound very enthusiastic. We done paid for food for y'all. Y'all are what? Savannah Youth Council. God bless you all and congratulations.
Stay. Yes, so once we call your name, we're going to walk into the middle, and this is the opportunity for families to have that photo op. And families, when you hear me call the next name, that is your cue to let the next family do their photo op.
We're just going to elbow them.
Yes, and we're going to elbow 6 feet. Janaya Bennett. Kyra Bradshaw. Robert Brown Jr. Christian Dandridge. Madison Daniels. Lauren Fields. Nevaeh Gadsden. Haley Grant. Thank you. Sophia Guthrie. Sarah Hagan. Thayer Hughes. Kennedy Hunter. Jocelyn Jones. Mario Lang. Brianna Miles. Shaheem Newton. Olivia Owen. Kennedy Reed. Xavier Robinson. Kiana Scott. Leroy Span IV. Ladies and gentlemen, the Savannah Youth Council class of 2020. And if you can actually hold your position on stage for the photo. Council, if you can pause as well. No, you can get in the picture. Okay.
Let's all give them another big round of applause. Come on, y'all do a little better than that. Let's make some noise in here. Again, we want to thank you all so much for coming out. This concludes our program. And we have something for you to eat on your way out. So yeah, we do. And particularly, we want to thank, let's give another big round of applause to our Human Services Department and our program coordinator and our advisors. Let's make some noise. Y'all may make a lot of noise for them. Come on. last and certainly not least, we want to thank you, parents and grandparents, big mamas, big papas. We want to give you a big round of applause and appreciate you, because we know where these young people move, and when they had to move, you had to be there. And so we appreciate you allowing us to be a part of their village. And we want you to know, as we go through this difficult time in our community, as we go through it together, the city of Savannah, we remain connected to you. And certainly if we could ever be of assistance to you, that is what we're here for. So we appreciate you. And this is some of the things that your tax dollars go to. When we started this program 17 years ago, people didn't feel like we should be investing money in young people. Well, I think it's a lot better than spending money for jails. So we'd rather plant these seeds into the ground and then see what becomes of them. So again, thank you all so much. We appreciate it. And again, let's love each other just from a distance, okay? And again, when we get together, we're gonna figure out a way to get us back together when it's all right to do so, and we're gonna turn up, all right? Well, y'all gonna turn up. I'm gonna sit down somewhere. Thank you.